Right, and welcome. I'm back at the bank. It's been 6 months. I don't know where the time's gone. Back in August I come over here with the old man and we've done a little blog and a little session over there in swims, probably maybe 25, 26 or something like that. And we'd all planned to come out a couple of weeks later, and then my life completely changed. Not for the bad, but for the better. Me and the missus were looking for a place to move and stuff like that, looking for a house, and one come up. We couldn't say no to it, so we moved. That was literally a spur of the minute. It was like Saturday we found it, Tuesday we looked at it, Thursday offer went in, and that was it. Paperwork done, dusted, and we were straight in. So I had a good couple of weeks sorting that out, packing everything up, moving everything and setting it all out, and you know what it's like moving, unpacking things, and you know there's still a few boxes I think somewhere in one of the rooms that aren't unpacked. Also work started coming through thick and fast, so I was literally fully booked at one stage for like 9 weeks solid, just working, and then it sort of died down a little bit, and then of course it was Christmas, so I got the Christmas period out of the way, and then a little bit of work come back in straight after Christmas, and to be honest I just hadn't had time to get on the bank, wasn't thinking about the fishing, wasn't really interested about the fishing, and so a good 6 months has gone by. Started seeing a few people are catching nice fish with snow backgrounds and stuff like that, and started, you know, taking a bit more interested in Facebook and stuff, and got the bug back again, wanted to get out on the bank. So today I've managed to wingle out a quick day. It's the first day of the school holiday for the kids, half term. Missus was okay. Valentine's Day was Saturday. I bought her a couple of little gifts and stuff, and she went, "I've not got you anything." I went, "That's alright, I'll go fishing." So my gift from my missus is a day's fishing, so to speak. But yeah, so it's been 6 months, all the gear's been packed away, stored. Sold the big pits that I had, they were sitting there doing nothing over Christmas. I say, you know, wanted to get the kids a few extra presents and that, so I thought, right, I'll sell the big pit reels, and got myself some 6000 GTEs, absolutely mint. I'm alright with them for the minute. And yeah, so the gear's just been stored up in the shed and stored under the stairs for the last 6 months doing nothing, collecting lots of dust and spiders and damp mould with stuff in the shed. Managed to get it all out at the weekend, clean it all up and get it ready for today. So I've come back over Churchgate Lakes where we was last time. There's me, my dad and a friend of ours, Jim. His son's done a few YouTube blogs. I can't quite remember his channel, but I know he has done a few blogs. We decided to sit on the bottom late today and just basically have a little bit of social, sit down together. All our bivvies, like day shelters, are right next to each other. All the rods are sort of spread out between the 3 swims, and we're just sort of sitting around having a few cracks and jokes, talking about a few rigs and stuff like that, and hopefully trying to wingle out maybe 1 or 2 fish. I've got 2 rods out at the minute. The old man's got 2, Jim's got 2. I've got pop-ups on both of mine. We got here this morning at about 6:30, loaded up the barras, walked round to the swims. Actually didn't start fishing probably till about 7:15, maybe 7:20. This morning my left rod was on Almond Spice bottom bait from Specimen Carp baits, a little bit of castaway PVA stick round it, using the 25mm one today. That's the one I normally use. I've got the 35 for pellets, but normally when I'm fishing sort of like bottom baits and pop-ups I always put a little stick on. To me it just gives me a little bit of extra added confidence. I say the left hand rod was on a bottom bait and the right hand rod was in the margins on one of their fish meal baits. I can't quite remember the name now, so it's been 6 months. I'll have to jog my memory later and have a look. And that was on the bottom again with a 25mm stick round it. So not sure on the time. Time's now 5 to 11. It was about 20 minutes ago I reeled the rods in and put some pop-ups on. Now I've got these little beauties here from Specimen Carp baits, high vis 10mm pop-ups. Absolutely smell gorgeous. I would eat these, they smell that nice. But I've got one of them on at the moment with a little 10mm bottom bait, so snowman style on the right hand rod, flipped out sort of mid-water, and the left hand rod's also got a little pop-up, little washed out pink one from Specimen Carp baits. I only had the one left, I've run out of them, so that's just on there, a little 15mm pop-up. Just trimmed the top off and put a little bit of corn with it. little bit of yellow corn, and again that's just critically balanced out there, just popping up about an inch a pair of them. So they've both got a little castaway PVA stick mesh around them, and all I've done, oh, they're over there, I'll show you a bit later, they're over by my rods, but I've got some almond spice boilies, again from castaway specimen carp baits, crushed them up in the old crusher, and they've both got that same sort of attractor. I've catapulted about 25 boilies out there in a sort of big area, and both rods are on the same sort of area, same sort of distance, with different sort of pop-ups on, one with a washed out pink, one snowman white pink style, just to see if I can entice anything in. I say it's been a long 6 months, I'm a little bit rusty, it is cold today, I'm not expecting lots of fish. One take would be nice amongst the three of us, just to get the fish on the bank, and so get back in the swing of things. So I bought the camera equipment with me today to sort of do a blog and talk about a few bits and bobs and stuff like that, and so hopefully land a fish. But for now, all I'm doing is sitting here drinking my tea, just watching the water and stuff like that, and I'll probably go back next to my old man. It's literally like right there, I can probably touch his bivvy from if I leant over, and we're just sitting around having a chit chat and stuff like that, sort of talking about different lakes around the UK, what ones we'd like to fish and what ones we've fished, and you know, if we won the lottery, what sort of lake we'd dig and how big and how many swims, and sort of, you know, would we syndicate it, guest ticket and stuff like that. You know, probably a lot of you have had the same sort of conversations. If you won £8.4 million on the lottery and give your missus like 50 quid to go and buy herself a handbag, what would you spend the 844,499,950 quid on, sort of thing? And you know, we're just talking basically rubbish really amongst the three of us, and so hopefully trying to get a fish. So I'm going to drink this, relax for a little bit, and enjoy some of the scenery, and hopefully I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. Right, well, not much has happened today. The old man left literally about 7 or 8 minutes ago, would you say, Jim? Yep. About 7 or 8 minutes ago, and he was like, ain't gonna happen, it ain't gonna happen, I'm going home, gonna miss all the traffic. And as I say, I don't give up right till the end. Probably got one in here about 15 and a half, maybe just over 14. We've weighed it at 15 and 3/4 with the sling, and I threw the scales up afterwards. But sitting here all day, motionless rods, and just pulled out that. Absolutely chuffed. First carp in 6 months, and it's been well worth it, I'll tell you that. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely cracking. Come up with a little white and 10mm pink pop-up. Just cast out into open water on their own. I thought I'd just give it a go, cast it out, felt it to the bottom, and set it up and left it there, and within about an hour and a half it's absolutely ripped off, tip of the rod bent all the way around. So well chuffed with that. Absolutely cracking. Show you the other side, and then I'll show you the rig I had it on before I stick it back out there for the last couple of hours. Absolutely made up with that. Absolutely cracking. Absolutely freezing cold the water is, and I wonder why these fish are just sitting on the bottom, absolutely doing nothing still. Full of leeches in its mouth. I've cleaned it all up, treated the wound, and we're going to get this one back, but proper made up with it. Fish. What's that? 15 and a half? Yeah. Just over, so 15 and a half.
do. Can do a photo.
Yeah. Right, it's 5:30 and as you can tell by the little bit of footage, I've had one. Jim's just had one. We did the filming plan in because it's dark now and we didn't want to sort of spook the water. But we decided to stick it out right till the end, and it's paid off for the pair of us. We've both had one. Nice 15.5 pound there on Jim, and I had a 14 3/4, so it was well worth sitting here all day for that one fish. And yeah, absolutely buzzing. So we've probably got about another 20 minutes left. Rain's just started coming in. It was due at about 2 o'clock. So unfortunately we've not missed out on that. We have to pack the gear away wet, but for me that's not a problem, packing away the gear wet. You know, literally I think Jim's gonna maybe put one more cast out for 20 minutes or so and slowly start packing up. So you know, there was more I wanted to do in the blog, sort of show the rigs and stuff like that, but because nothing was happening, I sort of wanted to leave the rigs out in the water as long as possible for a chance of getting a fish. I did do, and I stuck it straight back out there trying to maybe pick one more fish off. So you know, there's not a lot of information on the rigs and stuff like that, but next time I'll show you that, as I'll probably use the same rigs again, obviously maybe a different hook and stuff, but it'll be the same sort of setup. And you know, for now, sorry the blog was a bit short, not much info, but it's the first one in 6 months. It's been cold today, and so I wanted every chance to get in a fish, and I did do. So I'm absolutely buzzing. Jim's proper buzzing now as well. So what we're going to do is slowly start packing up and get the gear home. So happy days. Talk to you guys next time on the bank. Remember, if you want to fish this sort of place and be within a chance of catching, you know, some absolutely cracking fish and stuff like that, look up Churchgate Lakes on Facebook, internet, and give them a call. Tell them, you know, you sort of watched my blog and stuff like that. It helps them out. It shows where their traffic comes from of anglers and stuff like that. So you know, definitely, if you want to give a place like this a look up, give them a contact. Obviously there's always Castaway PVA as well for your PVA products and stuff like that. I've been with them for 2 years, and you know, absolutely fine with them, never had a problem, and won't be going anywhere else. And obviously Specimen Carp baits. You know, he's produced me a fish today on a difficult day, and you know, he will produce many more fish, so check them all out. It's all on Facebook, and the links will run through at the bottom of this. So talk to you guys later.